Hey, 1SP, how you doing? I am good evening. I am doing good. Um, I got so many things ideas that I want to bring out. So, for both my channels, just, when I just go through the internet, I'm inspired to do certain things. And then I have ideas of my own that I've been thinking about. So, well, I'm not going to exactly copy what I see on the internet. I'm just saying it just inspired me to do certain things, even as far as cooking certain dishes, diff- um, some old favorites, but doing it um, with a little extra things added. So, what have you been up to? Um, Thank you for liking and sharing. I appreciate that. I always say I'm not going to be on long, uh, but that is the plan because I cooked a mussel, a shrimp and mussel, like quick seafood boil with corn and potatoes and boiled eggs and smackalicious sauce. And it was very good. I had it yesterday and I made enough for today too. So I'm going to post a picture on my community tab. I mean, it turned out really, really, really good. So that's what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be eating. I noticed a lot of people is doing their lives. I wanted to go over a couple of news story. We kind of hit on the subject a few lives ago, and regarding trans women and men when we're talking about that subject. Hey, Zero, how are you? Greetings to you as well. Hope you're doing good. I was gonna go on your live, and then when I noticed, I said, "Shoot, I gotta get on my own live," because I was gonna click on, because I was just relaxing and looking at a TV program, and then I noticed the time, and I wanted to kind of watch and condition my hair, give it a mask. And then it's like time just kind of got away from me. What about Outlaw until Aussie gets here? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you've been on some of his lives, so yeah. I was gonna say I didn't see him in the live, but I guess when you shared out. So I'm gonna have to do a replay on yours, Zero. Oh, was it just like a premiere? Okay, okay, it must have been a premiere that I saw, but I didn't want to click in and then have to click off to start mine because sometimes I like to go on my phone just to keep up with the comments. So that's good. That's good. You at work, Zero? Workaholic? But at least you get to have fun. I know you, I haven't had a chance to go to your, to watch your videos on your dancing, your your Chicago stepping. No, 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 no. I didn't say Austin. You misunderstood me. I say sometimes that I'm not going to be long, and I was just saying that I was going to go at least an hour. But I say that sometimes, and I end up being here 2.5 hours. So I must have said something that sounds like Aussie. No, 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 no. I didn't say that. And when you said Aussie, I'm saying, oh, okay. So I think I might have said something that sounds like Aussie. I don't know what, but no, I didn't. I didn't say his name. No, I have a live coming up soon, but I meant to premiere one video and I had accidentally put. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I did see the video with the gaming on there, and I like your gaming, and I don't like everybody's gaming, but I like the games you put on, so I'm gonna go do that too. Yeah. What's your plans, guy? Besides your live, what's your plans for the day? Um, I don't know where you guys are. I know, I know SP is in Canada. Zero, you're on the East Coast, aren't you? So I always have to remember everybody is not on California time. And then some people love it being able to communicate with everybody all over the world. Hey, General, how are you doing? How are you doing? What is up? I know in the UK it's late. So I do appreciate you coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, in general, remember when we were talking about your family member and the trans uh woman, and I was reading and I saw a couple of videos. I was reading about, did you hear about the, what's her name? Hold on. From Philadelphia, the black transgender woman, she was killed um, not too long ago, might have been a week, if that, and evidently, okay, yeah, I knew it was late, but evidently there's a serial killer in the area. And then not long after she was killed, Um, I'm not sure how they say she was murdered. I want to say that she was strangled, and then the thing about it, the sick thing about it, as if none of it is, as if all of it isn't sick. They cut her legs off, um, and then threw her in one of those rivers in Philadelphia, and then not long after that another transgender woman was shot several times. I mean, within 24 hours, I think they said. I know. So, it just came up on my recommended, and then I kind of Googled it. They do have a suspect. They do have a suspect too. And I don't know how many transgenders have been killed, but they have a suspect because I don't know how they fingered this one guy, but they found a knife. Oh no, the lady was not strangled. The transgender was not strangled. She was stabbed because they found a knife. they did a search. They had a search warrant, and they found a knife in this guy's room. They must have had had a someone call in a tip, and then they found something else that was bloody. Yeah. So that just said, and then we had that conversation, in the live not too long ago where, um, we, talking how dangerous it was for, uh, people to not tell, somebody get involved with you and then they find out that you wasn't born a woman and, you could lose your life. Now, I don't know whether that's the details, but who knows the person, the guy they think. My opinion is he might have got tricked, you know, and went crazy. I don't know, but I was just reading the articles on on the internet. It was a CBS News on the internet, and they started a GoFundMe page and raised about 130,000 for her funeral. His funeral. I don't know what the address. I don't know. I don't know how to address. I say she, but in actuality it's a he. And so I'm just like I slip and I say she. Do I really say he? It's like I'll just keep saying transgender because I don't, do I say what that person would want me to refer to uh her as a she? So I guess I would say she, whatever she identifies. I don't know. I don't know. I never want to be disrespectful to anyone, whether I agree with that or not. I still don't want to be disrespectful. And plus, that, excuse me. Plus, I don't want to, the person is dead now. So I surely don't want to be disrespectful. You know, I just don't think no matter what lifestyle a person lives, they don't deserve to be murdered, bullied, what have you. They just don't deserve that. No matter what the case is, no matter what we believe, they don't. She did not deserve to be murdered, you know. Uh, it is sad. It is sad. I'm thinking your computer stuck. I mean, your phone stuck. It froze. So I'm gonna keep on talking as if you hear me. Let me know when it unfreezes. Try going out and then, what you did before, and then coming back in. Then maybe that'll help. But you say I don't condone killing anyone, and I'm sorry to hear that. Right, right. We know people. I like I said, my ex brother-in-law was murdered. He was gay. He wasn't a transgender man. He was, a gay man, and it doesn't matter. He did not deserve that by no means. Like I think I told the story before that he met whoever killed him. He met in that club, in that gay club, and it was a setup. I think. Actually, I'm I'm at least 90% sure to me the way it was told to me. It was a setup. Transgender is the general term, but they have categories. Okay. But I'm talking about as far as referring to the transgender woman as a she. Like I said, maybe I'll just say transgender female because that's actually, in this story, it is actually what she was. Because I don't feel comfortable in saying he. I don't feel comfortable in saying she, like I'm saying something wrong. You know what I mean? So yeah, I met through my brother-in-law. I did meet a lot of gays, and I didn't. Not that I know. I don't remember meeting transgender. Um, I know people live their life as female, and people used to call them in drag. Transgender. I think is more of a more recent thing. I think within what I don't even want to say within so many years, but it's fairly recent than calling someone drag because that's been around. Drag been around forever. Seems like I remember this movie. I loved this part, and it was the way she lived her life. The transgender, or like I say, it is. What's the name of that movie? I want to say Love and Love something midnight in the garden. Oh, let me Google it. But she was funny. Here going again saying she. I can't think of it, but it's such a good movie. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. And it's a lot of it's set in, I think it's set in New Orleans or one of those towns in Louisiana where people kind of practice um, putting spells on people, voodoo or whatever, and it's got a little bit of that in it. And then this one, and she just died. The transgender female just died maybe a year ago. But the way she portrayed herself in that movie, that's pretty much, she was a transgender. Um, Transgender individuals can fall into two categories: gender congruent at the full surgery and gender incongruent partial surgery, but still have the genitals they were born with. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know um, what they were called, but yeah, I have seen certain specials on TV and certain information that people would refer and said that they had not gotten their operation yet. And I think this transgender that I was talking about, this movie, I don't think she gotten the operation. Have you ever seen that movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil? And if you haven't, that's another good movie. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Let me see what it says. It's a nonfiction novel by John Berendt. It was published in 1994, and it follows the story of an antique dealer on trial for the murder of a male prostitute. So I don't know who was in it. I can't remember. I can see their faces, but I can't remember the cast. But anyway, if you have not seen that movie, I'm sure it's on Netflix. After my brother's experience, I started doing my own research. Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see how you would want to know more about it because, I remember you describing her. I'm sure it's on Netflix. Almost positive. I'm not sure when the movie was made, but the book was published in 1994. It says online. And it was very. I've never read the book, and they said a lot of times the movies are better. I mean, the books are better, but that was a good movie, so I'm sure the book was excellent. Let me see if I can see who's in it. But like I said, set in Louisiana. Okay, let's on that murder of Dominique Fells, the transgender woman I was telling you about. She was only 27. Had- I just mentioned that because as I was strolling down, it had her information on her again. And the guy, they said that his name is Ack Ackenton Jones. I don't know if that's the pronounce. He's 36. So I don't know. Let's see. Got a warrant for his arrest, so I don't know if he's fleeing. But they didn't show a picture of him, so you know. Hey, the soulless trench coat. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in the live. So I will call you. Is it okay to call you Trench to kind of cut it down a little bit? The name. Just a second. Just a second. Switch to my phone. Okay, you go back trench. Good, good. Yeah, we were just talking about the you know, transgenders, and I was just referring to a couple of movies that I thought was excellently made. One good movie was the Midnight in gosh, I forgot what the movie was. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. And I'll just tell in general how that was just an excellent, excellent movie. So it's like an open discussion. Sometimes I'll have a topic, but today whatever you guys want to talk about to a certain point. Because YouTube can censor people. Trent says, thanks, and Marilyn, glad to be here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just feel free to, if you want to talk about something, or if General want to talk about something, The only thing I had in my mind to talk about, like I said, that I was reading some articles, and in the Philadelphia area, there was a serial killer murdering transgender women. So, that was the only thing that I kind of wanted to mention a little bit, and just saying, no matter what you feel about people, no matter whether you agree or don't agree, whether that's a lifestyle, uh, that, because a lot of people are like, okay, I don't care what people do, it's just not for me. No matter what you feel, it's like it doesn't warrant to murder someone. It's like, okay, let them live their life. That's between them and God. Let them live the way they choose to live. It's not for me, but to actually kill somebody over it, nah, no, that's not your choice to do that. It shouldn't be your choice to do that. That's not your call. We can't produce life, so we shouldn't take it. We can't create it, so we shouldn't take it. Juno says, to this day, my brother do not like speaking about his experience. To be honest, I think he should have seen seek therapy. Yeah, I think so, General. But you know what? It's such a stigma on therapy. And then some people say, "Well, shoot, if I go to therapy, it must be something wrong with me." And that's, you know, you know, I don't want to go because that means that I got, something wrong with me. But you you have to get those things. You have to talk about people, things that happen in your life, and people don't realize you go to someone and they don't know you, so they can be, more objective. They don't know you, so that would have been. He still should, but if he doesn't want to talk about it, it's hard to even convince him to go see somebody. Because it's not it used to be a stigma going to therapy, but a therapist have their therapist. Some of the most intelligent people, you know, uh, like Judge Lynn Toller. Remember, I was telling you about divorce court, how wise she is about a lot of situations. She gives good gems of wisdom. She'll tell you in a minute. She got a therapist because she needs it. And I had a friend that was a psychologist. He had a therapist because he knew how important it was after you have all these patients and they dumping their problems on you. You need to clear that up out of your, spirit. You need to get rid of certain things, so it won't fall heavily, so on. You just have to purge that out of your system. You can't hold everybody's problems. So that's why a psychiatrist will have their own psychiatrist, therapist, what have you. Princess, um, I don't think I've ever seen any film centered around transgender characters besides that Ed Wood film. Um, it did. I don't think that was the center of it. The center of it was this antique dealer um, murdered this male prostitute, and it was a transgender woman that knew the guy that was murdered. And so that was the center of it. But one of the characters, oh, she was a crack up. She was a crack up. It was, I mean, I looked forward to the scenes because I knew I was gonna laugh. Like, it was the comedy of it, made me laugh. The things that was said. You're right. No one deserves to be murdered. No, exactly. Yeah, killing someone over their beliefs and lifestyle is wrong. Yeah, and that's why that story with this woman and this transgender. woman in Philadelphia kind of struck me because she, and it's funny because I saw a video on YouTube about her. It was in my recommended, and I don't know how I stumbled on that. It was just there. So this guy had an interview. He interviewed her, and then at the end, it was like, rest in peace. And what? Because he had not long interviewed her, and then she was dead. So then that's what made me dig a little bit to say, okay, what happened? And I could tell from the YouTube video that she was murdered. So I just, that kind of sparked my curiosity to see, okay, what was the circumstances? Then come to find out that it is a serial killer in Philadelphia killing transgender women. Trench says, I personally don't believe in therapy for myself, but I do see the benefits it has and do believe it can help people if done right. That's the key, I think, Trench. If it's done right, if it's a good one. Because if you go to someone that's like a quack, they could damage you more than what you came in with. You know what I'm saying? Trench writing is my personal therapy. Yes, yes. And I will tell people that was the reason for my first video on YouTube. That was the way that it was therapy for me. And it helped so much releasing that. Yeah. General says, I think black men are less likely to seek therapy. I think so. I think so. I agree with that, General. Trent says, oh damn, sounds like a crazy movie. It it had its crazy moments, Trench. It had its funny moments, its sad moments, its moments like, oh, that's kind of freaky. And then some moments, um, like what? And yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie, you know. It really is. The serial killer is probably a male who do not like trans. Yeah, it was a male. Yeah, they got a suspect. It was a male. Yeah, you're right on that one. Trent says, yeah, I hear you. That's why I stay away from therapy. For every good therapist, there's 10 bad. Yeah, you have to make sure you find someone or good. Um, or like I said, I feel like if that person is set on, they really believe in their therapist, and then they got a bad therapist, the damage they could do. I hate to even think about the damage they could do. I can't imagine taking someone's life. I hear you, General. It would have to be self defense or me protecting somebody, my kids, my grandkid. Yeah. But just to, I think a lot of us are like that. It would have to be self defense or protecting our loved ones. But just to go out there and just do that, I can't fathom that. Trent says, yeah, I agree. I like taking my stress and problems and challenge them into a creative outlet. You're right, right. But you know what? I think Trench is like a lot of people, not a lot, but I think some people are not able to do that. I think that maybe along with trying to handle a situation. I think some people have depression, real deep depression with that, maybe caused by the situation. So to channel it to something that's creative might be a little harder for them if they're in like a deep depression. Did the serial give a reason for murder? They haven't called him yet, General. They haven't called him yet. They looking for him. They have a warrant out for the arrest because they got evidence. Evidently, they got a tip that led them to this guy. Yeah, me too, General. I like that. I like death in movies, but can't even imagine murdering someone in real life. Right? We watch these mysteries and programs where even if it's a true story and it's reenacted, which they have a channel that I like. Hey, Mukbang, my way, how you doing? You made it today, yay! Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, in self defense or protecting my loved one justified. Right, right. But just to go out there and just murder someone because I don't like their lifestyle. Come on, come on. Like, who died and made you king, you know? Trent says some people crave murder like we would crave a candy bar. I heard of people like that. Can you imagine? And they are rock. Can you imagine you running into someone and you don't know they're like that? And then just through circumstances you've been around them, didn't know any of that, and then something could go down, and then you see maybe they move their face on TV. Oh, that would trip me out. That would trip me out. It's like, whew, I wouldn't be no good for a while. I wouldn't trust nobody for a long time. Yeah, I know some people are damaged more than others. Good, McBain. Doing well. Glad to be. Oh, those spring rolls you made look so good. And I have some noodles in my cabinet. Guys, she does mukbangs and she cooks a lot of the food. Sometimes she'll, buy it somewhere, but she'll show you the steps she did in cooking her food, which is always delicious. But um mukbang, I made some egg rolls and the filling was good, but I didn't wrap it right. It had been a long time since I made them, and the rolling technique was an epic fail. But they were good. But the way that I wrapped them, it allowed the oil that I was frying in kind of mix with it. So it's like the flavor was good with the filling, but I couldn't eat. I ended up throwing most of them away because it was too oily, the filling. So it's like, oh my goodness. And I put it on my other channel. I said, the heck with that. They can laugh at me if they want to. I'm gonna make a video, and I even said in my title it was an epic fail. So hey, don't judge me. Trent says I've watched many interviews of serial killers, and some of them you can hear the excitement in their voice when they're describing their acts, and it's disturbing. Oh yeah. Oh, there was one of them. Who was that? I can't remember, but yeah, it was like demonic, you know? Trent says, just look at the Night Stalker. He ate up all the attention after he got and he left the spotlight. Yeah, and at the time that he was out doing that, and this was years ago, but when he got caught, I mean, and then just where the victims live, it wasn't that far from where I was living. And that's the freaky part, to hear all of that, and then to know what he did to his victims, where his victims live. And it wasn't like I could just up and move at the time. But, oh, that was a scary part where, um, thank God I wasn't living alone. But I was checking after somebody else checked to make sure the doors, the windows, and everything was tightly locked, and and I would put like a board on the windowsill, of my room, and oh, that was a scary time, knowing that it wasn't that far from not that far. Um, I think maybe one of the victims, I think, was about 2 or 3 cities over. That's still too close for comfort. Who is that? The general says another Ted Bundy. Yeah, they said he was smooth. They said he was a ladies' man. It's like, he was handsome and charismatic. What's the word I want to use? Charismatic. Just could, talk you into a date, which then you would end up being his victim. Yeah, the spring roll she made was looked very delicious. My egg rolls didn't. I'll try it again, mukbang. I'll try it again. uh, Thank God they're not expensive to make, so it's not like I wasted a lot of money, because they're not expensive. They're not expensive at all to make. Hey, Angel, thank you for coming in, everybody. This is Angel Munez, the Variety Show. I just call him Angel. Thank you so much for coming in. The Night Stalker murdered people, got arrested for stealing a car, and went to jail, just got out and started killing again. Got out and started killing again, too. A mob nearly beat him to death in the street. I remember that. I remember that. They beat him good. Now I shouldn't have enjoyed it as much. But it's like you going around killing people and taking a knife and digging their eyes out and stuff like that's some sick stuff. Yeah, I didn't feel sorry for him at all, Trench. Not at all. Here in the UK, there was a Jack the Ripper who targeted prostitutes. Yes, yes. Now, uh, in people have researched and wanted to see who this person was. If they could just dig and find some kind of identity. And some researchers, I don't know, but some researchers were saying that he was connected or he was in royalty, somebody's nephew. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if anymore, but that he was the some kind of way relative to royalty. So I don't know. I don't know if it was royalty down the line or what it was. But yeah, 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 that was scary. Going real good, Angel. Going really good. Thank you for asking. I got a late start today. A lot of things I wanted to do, and got a late start. But yeah, uh, wanted to hop on and watch different people that I support their lives of video, but just got out of you know ran out of time and had to hop on my live. So yeah. So how have you been doing, Angel? What you been up to? General says, oh, she's welcoming Angel. Thank you, General. Yeah, I've been, uh, you know, uh, I cooked a little bit of a seafood boil yesterday for dinner with mussels and shrimp, egg, potatoes, corn on the cob, and I had in the freezer. I had about a cup and a half of beloved smackalicious sauce. I had some of that. So I had the night before I had put in the refrigerator so it could thaw out. Mix that together. Put my little additional stuff in it because I got the mild sauce because it's a spicy sell out too quick. So I had the mild sauce, and so I kind of put in what I wanted to put in. So it was, it was in the freezer. So all them spices, oh, it was delicious. It was delicious. So I'm gonna have that again for dinner. So I'm gonna put on my community tab. I'm gonna post it. So you guys could check that probably later on tonight or tomorrow, and you could. It was good. It looks good, but it was good. Just imagine women wanted to marry Jack the Ripper after he was locked up. Oh, they found him? Oh, you're not talking about the Jack the Ripper long time ago. You talking about somebody who was imitating him? Okay. Kind of a mock, uh, just what do they call it? I forget the name that they call them when they copy a copycat Jack the Ripper. Yeah. But you know what? They have people over here, mostly all the men that are locked up, and some of the women too, for these heinous crimes. And then people be writing them and want to marry them. It's like, what's wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Like, something got to be wrong with you if you want to marry a Jack the Ripper. Something's got to be, not wrapped tight. Sorry. Trent says a lot of young girls are attracted to dangerous men for the thrill. I guess so. I guess so. I'm glad I'm not. I mean, it's one thing people say they like bad boys, you know, because they feel protected. I don't know. They like bad boys. Somebody that they know went to prison, whatever, but, not no serial killer. Copycat, yeah. Yeah, Trench. I couldn't think of that for anything. Copycat killers, yeah. Hold on just a few minutes, guys. Just a second. Okay. I washed my hair and I got my little cap on, so it's like I turned off the camera. So, ooh, let me get out of the way with my bonnet on my head. Trench says, I see so many comments on YouTube of young girls talking about murders from movies like JD from Heathers and Billy Loomis from Scream. They always say they could change them. That's scary. Oh, you can't change. Mm-mm. Because if you hook up with them, you ain't going to be alive long enough to call yourself changing nobody. You're going to be history. Oh, thank you so much for coming in. Stay frosty. Thank you for coming in, Trent. You're welcome to come in at any time. I appreciate you supporting me in this live. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Nice chatting with you too, Trench. Thank you so much. Yeah, I enjoy streams. I enjoy going live. Less work, no editing. Yeah, they're not right. They're not right in their head. They're not right in their head at all. At all. They have something's wrong with them. If you think you're gonna, change a serial killer, like I said, you're not gonna have time to call yourself gonna change. You're gonna be one of the victims if you hook up with one of them guys. That's my opinion. You you're not gonna even, you know, you in order to try to change somebody, you're gonna have to spend time with them. And I don't think you would live long enough to even get together how you gonna even work it out to change them. You'll be a victim. So I don't know what's in their head. Um, Looking for love in all the wrong places, you know. Maybe didn't get enough love growing up. Well, you sure not gonna get it if you hook up with a serial killer, a murderer. You ain't gonna get it then either. But I think is deeper than that. But I don't understand it, so I can't fully, diagnose. No, I'm not a doctor anyway to diagnose, but I think some of it might be just getting that attention that you need. But it's much more than that. It's much more than that. So I don't know. I think it's like you said, it's something wrong up in their head. Um, and then maybe they have those tendencies where they want to hurt somebody, and for some reason it hasn't gone that far, but they admire. Maybe could that be it? That they admire the person who actually went out and did it. So, yeah, Mukbang. It's like, what's up? Something's loose in that brain. Um, I'm gonna put up. I keep talking about this seafood boil. Man, guys, it was so good, and I didn't have no crab in it. I didn't have no scallops. I didn't have none. All I had was some shrimp, and they were colossal shrimp, so they were big. I keep thinking about that. So, oh, I'll be glad when it's almost dinner time. Just because it was, and you know what? I never put eggs. Going back, I know I'm changing the subject, but when I see Mukbang's name, I start talking about food again. I'll be switching back and forth, guys, depending on the comments. But I never would put eggs in my seafood boil. I didn't make them real often. I started making them more often since I've been on YouTube. But they say it's a Mississippi thing, but I don't know. It says a Southern thing. I don't know. Says, I once liked this guy who said he loved watching this American program, Happily Never After. That sounds familiar. I think I've watched that, which was about people killing their spouses. I made up something just to bring up. I know that's right. Like, and when he tell the next person that I hope they got sense enough to do what you did. Cause see, that's not a red flag. That's a banner. That's a red banner. You know? It's like, boy, you got some stories, General. Hey, glad to see you back on Zero. Yeah, read General's note right before you came in. I mean, right after you came in. Yeah, That that's hilarious. Mukbang says neither. I saw it on YouTube and tried it with beloved sauce. Yeah. No, I'm gonna tell you. The first time I tried it, I said, what's all the bells and whistles for? This ain't all that. And then it's like, okay, I didn't have a lot to put in there, about two things as far as the seafood. And I said, well, let me put an egg in there so I can get full. And then, maybe about the third time I said, okay, with some good sauce. The key is the sauce. With some good sauce. With the smackalicious sauce. Oh yeah, that's good. You're right, McBain. General says, yes, in my 27 years, I've gotten a lot of stories. I know you have. And then, um, living coming from uh, the islands, and then what you said, Trinidad and Tobago, and then going to UK, I'm sure you got, and people who travel lived in one place, or just life. Keep on living. You're going to have some stories. So I'm older than you, General. So I got some stories. you know, some I can't put on YouTube, but I got some stories. Mukbang My Way sounds like an Usher song. She mukbanging my way, my way. You're gonna have to come on and sing that. When I say go, I'm in control. That's good. I don't know if I sang it in the right key, but that's a good one. Motivate say, yeah, kind of zero. Zero's a nut in a good way. Zero said, I'm doing well, General, and you. That was a good one. And the thing about Zero Mukbang, he comes up with these songs. He's so creative. You say something, he can make a song out of it. So it don't surprise me that something about you or anybody else that come in, something they say ends up being in the top 10. Well, maybe not the top 10, maybe the top 100. But I like his sense of humor. But you know what, guys? Uh, I'm gonna make this a short live. Um, I'm gonna go now and try to do more of my podcasts, which I love doing lives. But people be telling me that they love my news stories. And so I want to just kind of keep different subscribers that request different things. I want to kind of keep up on my podcast. And so, anyway, I am going to, what you say, General? The beloved lady says more interesting things like crab at eyes and toenail. You watch Beloved too, General? It's like, but you know what? Um, I watch Beloved, but I guess it shouldn't bother me because she doesn't read she says she doesn't read the comments anymore because they're too negative, and they are. But I kind of think sometimes she occasionally go in the comments just to see, but it is, some people are so cruel. I don't know why they do it, whether it's jealousy, whether they just, I mean, she got so many trolls that I rarely comment in her page. I let her know. I let her know. I love your channel. If I don't comment, I'm there. So she knows that I don't comment on her channel. And she subscribed to mine. She helps small YouTubers. She subscribed to my channel. And I think Mukbang My Way, she, gave her a shout out, if I'm not mistaken. I got that from Coffin Lady Mary. Let me just say this, and then I'm gonna say, about beloved. Um, they are so cruel, and it doesn't matter what she does. That saying, "Damned if you do and damned if you don't." If she do this, they talk about her like a dog. If she don't do that, they talk about her like a dog. And I think it's just cruel. And see, I'm the type that if I comment, because most of the time I don't pay trolls no mind. See, but I don't have the ability to block a troll over there. But I feel like if you coming at me, you a keyboard gangster because you wouldn't dare say those things to my face. So you a coward. And there's a lot of cowards on her channel, and I just don't have time to deal with it. So I support her and I let her know that I support her, but I'm not dealing with her trolls. So I don't comment. I watch her ads, and that's how I can support you is by watching your ads when you become monetized. That's the biggest thing I think. To watch your full videos and then watch your ads. Says she does say some offensive things like the COVID-19 is fake and people should go back to work. Who said that? Who said that? They should go back to work. Uh-uh. She can't mean that because if she thought it was fake, why don't she keep doing collabs? You know, unless, the other person don't want to chance it. Because how it came about, I got my suspicions. I do. I got my suspicions, but something's going on out there. Yeah, somebody's giving her misinformation. Yeah. She's getting misinformation because whatever we want to call it, whatever way we want to handle it, something's going on out there. Something's going on. I'm gonna tell you, my grandbaby had it. Thank God she's okay. So I can tell you firsthand something's going on. You know what I'm saying? Something's going on. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you call it. Something's going on. People going back to work isn't offensive. No, I mean, if you working, I mean, if you got a job and you depending on that job, and people are saying, okay, and your boss is calling you back, and you kind of feel like, okay, if I go back, my life it might be on the line, and you struggling within yourself. I can see zero where it could be offensive that somebody is telling you contrary, you know, but maybe, I don't know, she got some wrong information. I can see where you struggling within yourself, and then somebody come out and say that, oh, I know they drug her for that, general. Oh, I know they drug her for that. But all I know is some people some people go on there and they've been doing that even before, the virus came about. And that was just one more thing, General, that they hopped on, and I don't say that that's right. To you know, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what you call it. Something's out there, and my grandbaby had it. And I'll tell you guys more about that uh, because I knew something was wrong. I didn't know what. I couldn't put that finger on it. And I know it was my grandbaby. Something was wrong. And it would get intense, the feeling that something ain't right. And I'll tell you guys the story because this, takes a little time to tell it. But yeah, I can see zero where if you struggling with that and you are afraid and somebody and you might take it the reason why I say it might be offensive because you have legitimate fears about that. You know what I'm saying? You have a legitimate fear on um going out there back to work because everybody is not going to do what they should do as far as helping this thing, kind of decrease in numbers. Zero said the greater majority of people have recovered from it and it's not as dangerous as the media make it out to be. And I heard the reason why cities haven't opened up completely is ruin small businesses. And it might be that that's the case. But then again, Zero, a lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people don't believe that it's not as dangerous as the media say. In fact, some people are looking for the next go round. So how can you convince them, that it's not dangerous, especially if you know somebody in your family or some people around you, whatever. I do believe that there's a lot of things that they're saying that is not the virus, and they're getting more money if they say. I do believe some foolery is going on. I do believe that bigger corporations can swoop in and buy up all the property from the small businesses because the small business are the most affected. That see there, it might be some people using it for their gain. Yeah, why didn't people do that with the flu, which was more dangerous? Yeah, because that virus took out people, and they even before you knew of Rona, um, flu was taking out things. In fact, telling they were telling people, especially the elderly, you know, get that get that shot because it's gonna affect you more. And that was even before Rona. General says Zero. She said it at the height of COVID-19. Of course, going back to work isn't offensive. It is just beloved said that COVID-19 was fake and people should just go back to work. Yeah. Oh, I must have had that. I mean, while she was saying that, because, when she come on, especially when her lives used to be close to an hour, I'd be doing my housework and stuff. I'll be doing my housework because I probably would have made a statement. I probably would have said a comment on that myself, like, no, but love, I don't agree with that one. Love you, girl, support you, girl, but uh you wrong on that one. Yeah, I didn't hear that. Jill said I would tell them to read the information in the CDC and WHO websites, but HO WHO website, but I know people won't check it out. No, if people are in fear, because that's the one thing I think was wrong. All that fear was put into everybody. And so whether it was warranted or not, people was just scared. And I just I fall into a category that my immune system is um my immune system is compromised. So I didn't have the fear that people had, but I sure did take precaution. If you coughing and snotting all over the place, I surely wasn't getting by you. Wasn't getting by you before Rona came about. So I take precaution when I go out because I know my immune system is compromised. But I don't have that deep fear, that a lot of people have. So, I just said, well, whatever's going on, I'm going to take precaution. Like I took precaution with the flu. Zero, I am a hospital social worker, and believe me, I know a lot about the virus. I'm gonna say the virus next time, General, because YT, uh, they they let some channels say it, but I think they a little soft on me. So uh, knock out, say when you say that, say virus, and I will know what you mean. It is deadly and nothing to compare to the flu. But I'm just saying, General, I I I I protected myself from the flu, so I'm going to protect myself from the virus. People were listening to the media that was purposely scaring people, and celebrities were endorsing, saying that they have it. How do we know they have it? Yeah, Tom Hanks, his wife, Idris, uh, Elba, what is it? Elba, Idris. Oh, no. Yeah, I've seen it on channels, but then some people said that their channel was flagged. So, um, yeah, I just protect myself. That's all. You know what I mean? It's like whatever the case is, I'm not, I'm not believing um, where they said it originated. I mean, I don't. I believe that it was manufactured, but see, it doesn't matter. It's out there. It's out there. It doesn't matter. But like I said, no matter what you call it, is something's out there because my grandbaby had it. Now, maybe if she hadn't had it, someone close and personal, you know, like no, but she had it where I'm telling you guys, I was concerned. And I prayed for her, like, no, you don't. Not my baby. Not my baby. And I prayed one of those snotting prayers. I will. I will. Because with diabetes, General, I can't, I can't take anything for granted. I can't take that someone has the regular flu or the Rona. Yeah. Do me a favor, General. Remove the comments that you had that said the CO 19. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just in case. Like I've seen it on people's channel and they've said it, and I've seen it in comments. And then some, like I said, some people said that you know, their stuff was taken down because of that. So I don't know. It depends on who you are. I'm not making, you know, YT any money. So, Zero says, I've checked the numbers, General, and the virus and the flu have the same exact symptoms, and only 9% of people that have had it died, and 91% have recovered, and it's not airborne. Yeah, because some people were saying it was airborne, and this doctor that I was listening to, that somebody had a live, um, he said that it was not airborne because if it was, we'd all have it because we all breathe the air. Okay, dang. Don't worry about it. It's like I never know what YT is up to from day to day. So I just try to, you know, keep it keep it keep my channel, keep my lives under the radar. Thank you so much. Zero, the government had the patent on the virus since 2016. I've seen the patent on it. Hmm. which means zero. If you saw a patent on it, that means, doesn't that mean somebody created it? Am I right in saying that? Because that's the understanding. Yeah, 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 General. Yeah, it's not airborne. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, I shudder to think. I shudder to think. That is through the droplets of body fluids. Yeah, that's why I said zero. I ain't going. I didn't go before all this came out. I didn't go around people snotting in the first place. So I'm surely, I don't care. I don't even want. I don't want the so-called regular flu. Thank you, Mukbang. Yeah, she's good now. But the bad thing about it, though, I heard you can, go through it again. You can catch it again. But yeah, um, she, oh, that hurt my heart when she was sick. That hurt my heart. And as sick as she was, like I said, no matter what you call it, she was sick as a dog. She was sick of it all. And I don't care if it was like the so called regular flu, she was still sick as a dog because people die from that. The so called, I don't know another name to call it. I just say the regular flu we know about, you know, and been around for a while. I don't care what you call it. She was sick as a dog. I do. I do too, General. It's 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 a where did I get this? And I think they had to take it down. But in my not on YouTube, but I had a link that I took down because I watched this and I had a link and this lady was saying that the people who helped create this, it was just I don't want to say more because and I'm gonna find some way you guys put this link down. I, but I don't know if it's. I'm gonna try to see if it's still up because I thought it was taken down. Because what people are saying now, how it started, she proved a lot of people right. She proved that it was created in the laboratories and this and that, and then over in China they wanted to blame the Africans. Putting giving the Africans over their hard time, trying to put them, nah, nah, nah. But the crazy thing about it is that it's been a lot to do with cleanliness with a lot of people. And I said, well, you got that right, Zero. You got that right. Nasty is a nice word compared to how some people are. Zero, where can I access information about the government has the patents of the virus? Yes, cleanliness is paramount. I've noticed that these past few years, the media has been pushing a different virus that they wanted everybody to be scared of, and this one succeeded. Now I do know that if people are afraid, they're more apt to be controlled. I will say that. If you can put the fear in people to the point that they panicking and they doing just, they just nutting up all over the world. If you're fearful, there's a good chance that you can be controlled. Marilyn, can I pull the link to the patents in the chat? Yeah, yeah, gonna do that, and then I'm going to uh soon afterwards. In yeah, yeah, go ahead and put those links in there. I don't think that would be any, you know, I don't know. I will have to undo something because I think, wait. No, I think it's okay. I don't know if I had my settings and I'd have to go on this computer. I don't know if the settings will let you put the link. I th- no, I think it's comments on my videos that I got that, not on my live. I think it'll work. Try zero. Because when I end the live and I go back and I have access to the chat, I wanna. Okay, good. I wasn't sure where they would come up, but the links I think are banned from my videos. Good. Thank you, Zero. Zero says I didn't read this. Zero said I also heard that when the vaccine comes out, they will put bio trackers in your body. See now, okay. That's what that's the part that was kind of okay, Zero. Because I don't know. He comes to my channel, but I don't know whether you met him. Skins fan all day. He be talking about that. He be talking about that. So to the point that I'm thinking, I said, okay, even before all this, and I'm just telling you from my perspective, I never liked those vaccines that people be giving, their kids. I'm a little soft on that. I'm not trusting a lot of the so called. That's me. That's me, guys. I'm not trusting a lot of those vaccines. So, and somebody, oh, I got to think it said that. To who said it? Now, I was thinking that on all of the things that I had seen and heard over the years. And then just recently, I heard someone say the same thing I was thinking because I hadn't heard anybody say anything about a certain thing. And I'm not going to elaborate right now, but in last week, I heard someone say the same thing and the relationship in getting this certain vaccine and what's been happening as far as uh, uh, autism, the connection. And I'm not going to say any more. I'm not a doctor, but I got my opinion and I have the right to my opinion. And I'm only saying that because, YT don't, they funny. Some people can say certain things on YT and others can't. Same thing. General says, why would the government want to sacrifice small business? Well, General, I'm going to tell you, over here, some things be happening. It may not be happening in the UK, but I'm going to tell you, some things be happening. That's all I'm going to say. You are intelligent, you know what I'm saying, but some things be happening over here. Oh, there's the link. Yeah, I saw it. And you shouldn't, and you shouldn't because vaccines have stuff in there. You should never beat a human body like mercury. Yeah, but I'm telling you, we're gonna have to discuss this again because, and then zero, we're gonna have to discuss this again, and instead of typing, maybe you, zero, and general can come on the panel, and because trying to type everything and then it's not may some things may not come across. You're welcome to do that, but yeah, yeah, I got my opinions on certain things too, um and not just opinions I just pulled out of the air, opinions that I've seen, like I said, throughout the longer you live, now you guys are intelligent now, but the longer you live and experience life, you're gonna know some more things. Just keep yourself open, because you know how some people they get older, they think can't nobody tell them nothing, especially a generation behind them. You can't tell me nothing, whatever. No, no, no. I'd open up to listen, but I'm telling you, the longer you live, you're gonna know some more things. Hey, Sandy K, how are you? How are you? Grab that general because I'm getting ready to um to go off. And I was gonna say that Sandy come in, and I always say, I always say I'm getting ready to go, and then somebody come in or a certain thing, um, a certain thing come up and I want to talk about that, so I end up being longer. Sandy, I'm mad, really mad. Oh, that's when you came online. Okay, because my Bible, but my no, I wasn't online with my pastor. He has services on Sunday, and they come, and I think that's I was going about 11 o'clock. This Sunday, the Sunday just passed. Or you talking about next week? I mean, the coming Sunday. Okay, Marilyn, just let me know when you want to have the panel. Yeah, well, when both of you guys are coming in, when you have the time, when if one had zero, if you was at work, no, or what have you, or if you have something lined up, when both of you guys are free, when both of you guys are free, then then we can do that. If you don't have something where you could just tell it. Okay. You were with me. I'm tripping. What I do, can't Sandy? What I do? What I do? Okay, zero. I see your comment about access the site. I don't understand, Sandy. What I do? My phone is freezing. We switch off the phone, log back in. Yes, Sandy, you with me? Yeah. But what I say? Okay. Okay. Yeah, General. Because when the live ends, you won't be readily, it won't be available to come in a live chat. So you have to give it time. You have to come back to this chat and then a live chat. And then I see some people chats don't take as long, but sometimes my chats take long. When my lives are longer where you come in, that live chat is not available until sometimes a day later. I don't probably not me, not me. Let me plug up my phone, my computer. The battery is low. Oh yeah, I heard that too, Sandy. Yeah, I heard that too. But you know what, Sandy? The good news, no matter what they do, they can't stop him. No matter what people do, it's not going to shake a lot of our faith. So they can do what they want to do. It's not going to shake us. They can take whatever they want to take down, and for those who want to fight and against it, whatever, do what people do what they feel is right. Or let me put it this way: do what you feel you gotta do, but it's not going to waver my faith because they mean it. I think people who want to do that is because they don't believe. But a statue up, a statue down is not going to stop me from him being my Lord and Savior. It's not going to. So those who want to, go through the channels to stop it or whatever, do what you feel you have to do. But as for me, it ain't gonna. It ain't. What is that gonna stop? Ain't gonna stop one thing in my life because he's still who he is. He's and and they're the ones that's gonna regret that because every knee is gonna bow. So whether you take it down or what have you, that's not gonna stop people from believing in him. In fact, I can't something inside of me limits me from being devastated only because I don't pray to a statue. And I know what it signifies to a lot of people, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with the way people do. But I don't pray to a statue. A statue have never healed my body. A statue can't put me in heaven or hell. That is concrete. It 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 it's not. It didn't save my sins. So they ain't doing nothing as far as I'm concerned. Right. I pray to Jesus Christ too. I don't pray to a statue. So they think they're trying to hurt us. That's what it's all about. And they're trying to hurt us. They're trying to slap us in the face by doing that. But I'm gonna tell you, Cindy, it don't move me. It don't change nothing. And when he come back to get his people, unless they change they stinking thinking, They're gonna be down here trying to figure out, whether they're gonna take the mark of the beast. My That's what I believe. So yeah, people going crazy in a whole lot of ways. So that form of crazy is just another episode. It's just another episode where people trying to, put jabs, throw jabs at people. That Jesus statue will fall on their empty brain dead heads. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. If they keep messing with such statues, it might fall on their big dead heads. But push come to shove, just like Sandy when they was taking the prayer out of schools and stuff like that. People can still pray in school. Ain't nobody go in your mind and delete. You can't delete that. Okay, I can't pray outward. Huh. While you saying that, I can't pray outward. I'm praying inward. And push come to shove, some people can pray in tongues and can't nobody understand them but the Lord. Satan can't even understand the tongues. He don't even know what's going on. So it ain't stopping nothing. They ain't doing nothing. They're like trying to hurt people by doing that. Like I said, people that don't want that to be done, go through, yeah. If, you stop them, try to stop them from doing that. Go through the channels to do that, but it don't hurt me. People will wish they knew Jesus too. They sure will. That's my belief. And it's my channel, so I can say it. That's my belief. They better get right. But I keep saying this. Thank you for coming in, Sandy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure oh, I think I know. I think I know. I have to go back in that live, I think. I might have put it in my phone. Is that over the email? Is that the email? I might have to go in that live. When Juicy J said, "Give me here," I don't think he meant. I don't know what you talking about, Zero. You making. You made another song. I don't know who Juicy J is, but I don't. But I know it's. I know. But I know it's a song in there somewhere. Knowing you. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go again. I am hungry, hungry, and I keep thinking about that seafood boil that I just made with that smackalicious sauce. Oh, I love you, Marilyn. I couldn't be mad at you. Well, thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Love you too, girl. You guys are just y'all make my day. All you guys. I don't feel right unless I see Sandy and Zero in general. Nadia, I know she probably busy, so I'm not gonna get on her. It was such a good treat to have Mukbang in here out of her busy segment schedule because she has a family she has to tend to, and and then she does very well on her mukbangs, and so she put a lot of thought, effort, and love into them. So for her to come in here, that was a treat. That was a treat. What you say? You ain't right. Who said that? Love chatting with you too, Zero. I like his sister humor. He ain't right though. He ain't right. Members of three cities in Maryland. I know he ain't right. He ain't right. Oh, okay. Yeah, when she can't come in, I'm just saying, I like when she come in. I like when she come in. I know she got, um, you know, when you have a channel and then you participate in other people's channel, it's more than a notion. It's a lot of time involved, and you have your own channel. It's a lot of work. And then, to be a mod on somebody's channel is like, and then you got to have that's a wrap. I kind of figured that, Zero. I kind of figured that. But thank you for letting me know. But yeah, it's even when you're a mod, and then you got to fine tune your senses, so you got to be aware of what's coming in. You know, the host channel. So it's more than a notion. It's these YouTube streets. Rather than defend yourself before you go because you're talking crazy. But General, Zero always talk crazy. He always talk crazy. So I don't pay no attention to his craziness. I can't defend myself all the time from him. That would be the whole lie. But I appreciate you telling me what you say, Sandy, go eat, girl. But I got some things I want to do. But yeah, almost 2 hours. So I should never come in and say I'm gonna be here for an hour because it never works out. But that's okay. I have fun. I enjoy you guys. You guys have a good rest of the week, rest of the day. Be blessed, you guys. Thank you for coming, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, even if it's just for a little bit. Talk to you later, and have a good night.